Hello viewers, welcome to The Voice America, where we bring you the most solid and hindmost information. Reactionaries see a chance to exact adolescence rule for generations. If you're new to this channel, I encourage you to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you won't be missing any of our hindmost update. Donald Trump has left office, at least for now, but the right body movement he inspired has been buoyed in its hunt to remake the United States into what hardcore paleoconservatives believe it was before the rise of accommodationists and agnosticism. Ryan Williams, the head of the Right Body Claremont Institute, said his club aims to save Western civilization from those double ills, which he told The Atlantic had disjoint America into two constitutionally different countries that are on a collision course for conflict, although that is entity he hopes to avoid. "I worry about such a conflict," he told the magazine. "The Civil War was terrible. It should be the thing we try to avoid fair at all costs." Notwithstanding, he recognizes that at least half the country disagrees with his think tank's principles and political philosophy. However, "We are really two Americas," Williams said, "if we differ on those beginning effects. Yea, during the Civil War, I allow we are more divided now than we were either. As Lincoln said, we all appealed to the same God. We all believed in the same Constitution. We just differed over the question of slavery." He called for a more robust form of federalism to give countries more latitude in governing themselves, since multiplex of them have settled into stable political majorities, but Williams hopes for an enduring conservative expropriation of the Republican government. "The ideal finish would be to induce a realignment of our politics and take control of all three branches of government for a generation or two," he said. "The meaning would not be the reconquest of Blue America, but rather the restoration of the ingrained jurisdiction that we suppose has been lost." Williams argued that right-wingers have an ingrained right to lay non-age rule on a country that hasn't given a self-governing presidential expectant a popular vote triumph in decades. "I reject the premise that just because the popular vote is not won, you do not have an indigenous adultness," he said. "We've an electoral college system for a reason. Self-government, for the fathers, was a means to the end of the protection of rights. They set up a self-government, not a self-government. The rule of pure computation was nowise the grade of justice for the fathers. But the patient incompetence of the right to win popular majorities, that's a problem. Ours is a game plan of bringing our fellow citizens, yea independents and egalitarians, that the current authority is on the wrong track. Trump showed the way it could be done," he added. "That was just the commencement." Williams rejected the popular will of choosers and the philosophical idea of individualized facticity, which he believes underpins progressive creed, but he turned around and embraced both those ideas to justify the conservative belief in Canaan and other right-bloc conspiracy hypotheses. "We believe in facticity and reason," he said. "The question is whose facticity and whose reason. That is part of the challenged quality of our civil politics, and it's not just the right. A third of the country thinks the election was given to Biden fraudulently. That includes a lot of egalitarians. We are no Q addicts at Claremont," Williams added. "But it shouldn't be surprising that, in our ideologically divided times, we've real division over facticity and reality. Our civil elites, and especially media elites, appear to be an ideological coalition of left America rather than neutral arbitrators of factuality. It should not be a surprise that a good portion of the disaffected right turns to unnecessary sources for their political information. Multifold of those sources are cranks and loonies, but that is also nothing new. We have always had a robust tradition of kindlers and conspiracy backers. It's really American